photographer, what are some of the things that you know, maybe subconsciously, to capture when you're with these babies?
I think for me, it's just about their movements, their different facial expressions. A lot of times, it's so funny because I can literally pick a baby up and almost guess how much they weigh because I've done it for so long. But I also know that when they're looking at you and their eyes start to flutter and they're falling asleep, they're dreaming and the smiles are about to come. If their eyebrows are arched, they're not relaxed. And so I just know when they start to feel a little bit more comfortable and a little more themselves, that you'll capture a really great image that shows great features of the baby's nose, a side profile, the hands and the mouth, little bubbles that they blow. Things like that are little moments that you forget as they grow.
Now, to see them month to month, do you notice a difference?
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. I noticed them. It's funny because I had knee surgery in December, so I took about 3 weeks off. I was supposed to take 6, but I couldn't be away from my babies that long.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
But I saw them all come back in January, and they're literally twice the size, some of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mateo's gotten so much bigger, or, Luca, he's literally twice his height. And it's just amazing because they really do grow. And I don't think as a parent, when you see them every day, you'll notice that growth. But from month to month, as you see them photographed on their blankets, on their growth chart, in the different setups that we have, it really does start to show.
So we've got about a minute left for our viewers, maybe pregnant moms. I would imagine, reach out to you now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I book up my milestones. I only take about 30 to 35 a year just because I'm extremely busy with other type of sessions. I usually recommend moms reach out within the first 6 months of pregnancy so that we can get you on the schedule. If you do book a maternity session, you do get money off your newborn session. If you book newborn, you do get into the milestones program automatically, and your blanket is free that you get to take home after a year. So I definitely recommend that you reach out at any time. I do all types of photography, but I really do focus on milestones in the first year of growth.
Exactly. And again, you've got the new studio.
Yes, I've been there for about 3 years. It's 2,000 square feet, and it's in the northwest side of town.
Okay.
Very comfortable, warm, inviting. We have a guest kitchen, bathroom, changing station, office for nursing area. So we really try to make it as comfortable as possible.
Just like home.
Yes, just like home.
Best way to reach out to you, website, Instagram, phone number?
Yep, I'm all over. Website is photonurserymilestones.com. My phone number is 216-1810. Of course, I have all social media. I have Instagram, TikTok, which I'm rarely on. I try. Facebook, so any way to reach out is totally fine with me.
Yeah, TikTok is the one social media website. It's hard to figure out. Some people that's their niche.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for businesses, it's good to be there. At least you're there. But it's hard to figure that out. So,
It really, it is. It's time consuming.
All right. Well, Tiffany, thanks for coming on. Good to meet you.
Great to meet you. Thank you
Next
for having
time,
me.
maybe it'd be fun is to bring a mom and baby.
Definitely.
Clients,
And she
talk
can
to
kind
them.
of give you a perspective from her.
Right, and
Yeah,
walk us
that'd be-
through what she experienced.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. All right. I'm Austin Reed. This is Central Valley Talk. We're going to be back in the noon hour with more guests, so stay with us.
JKH Career Coaching and Consulting, creating solutions in career planning, development, training, and placement. Contact Jackie Kennedy Harris at JKH Career Coaching and Consulting at jkhccc.com or call 559-307-7712. JKH Career Coaching and Consulting, creating solutions in career planning, development, training, and placement. Contact Jackie Kennedy Harris at JKH Career Coaching and Consulting at jkhccc.com or call 559-307-7712.
All right, welcome back to Central Valley Talk. It's 1:13 on this Wednesday, the 2nd of February, Groundhog Day. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Midweek already, and it's hard to believe that we're already in the second month of this new year. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. Hey, we are talking about something very, very important, and that is recycling. And joining us live in our Tower District studios today is Marc. He is the owner of Extreme Green Recycling. How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Oh, you know what? We got to get that mic. We're going to take a quick break because we forgot that the mic is over there. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with Marc. Stay with us. All right, this is Central Valley Talk Live. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Austin Reed alongside Marc, the owner of Extreme Green Recycling, serving the Central Valley. Marc, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
having
joining
me.
us today.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Very good, very good. It's my birthday today. So.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's nice outside and can't complain too much.
There you go. And I heard they were bringing you sandwiches, so.
I know. Our owner, Mike Briggs, just told me that information, so I was super excited. So.
Great.
Okay, let's talk all about Extreme Green Recycling. First off, when did this center open?
Yeah, so we've been open since 2017. We're based out of Clovis. That's when we opened up, about 2017. We saw that there was a need for electronic recycling in the valley, and so I decided to open up a location. Yeah.
Now, are you the only one of its kind here in the Central Valley?
There are two other guys that they're called collectors, basically. So we don't have a full-on scale, breaking down processing like ERI does. But we basically collect, store, and then separate and then ship the material at our facility. So there's a couple of other guys in town that also do it. Yeah.
Now, you're based in Clovis, and we're looking at your website right now behind us. But you serve the entire Central Valley,
yeah,
right?
Pretty much. Yeah, we go as far. I've been as down up north. We go like to Madera. I haven't been out to Merced area, and then down south as far as Tulare we'll go out. So
very good. Okay, yeah. That's a wide area. Talk a little bit about all of the services that you guys offer to your customers, and especially for somebody that's new that's never visited you guys before. How does it work?
Sure, yeah. So we have several different services. We have a commercial service where we actually offer a pickup for companies. Generally, we try to have a free service. So we generally try not to charge if we don't have to. We don't want to charge a customer that's trying to do the right thing. So if they have the right type of material and the right quantity of material, we'll generally extend a free pickup to local businesses. As far as residential, we do service residential. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 2 for our drop-off. And most clients could just come in and just drop off any kind of e-waste that they have, like computers, old monitors, televisions, stuff like that. And again, that's generally free. We do have a couple of fees on certain items because there is a cost involved to some of the stuff that we take in. But for the most part, everything is free to drop off.
That's great. Wow. You had messaged me on Instagram about some very exciting news. I'm just going to say Visalia.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're looking at opening up a location in Visalia. So we just got that going. We're just at the beginning stages of it, so I'm hoping within the next few weeks or so we might actually be opening our doors. So we actually did the site planning that they call it and all of that. I had a over the internet kind of interview with the board and stuff, and so everything looked pretty well. So a few kinks we got to work out, but I think we'll be able to fix them. So.
Would you say you've definitely identified a need in the South Valley for this?
Definitely in Visalia. As far as I know, there's nobody out there accepting e-waste. And so we've gotten a lot of clients, a lot of business clients and residential clients calling from the Visalia area. And unfortunately, currently they drive all the way from Visalia to Clovis to recycle their e-waste. So there's a huge need in the Visalia area for e-waste collector.
Yeah, because Visalia to Clovis is a good hour 10.
Yeah, about an hour drive.
Maybe an hour, yeah, with no
Yeah.
traffic. So, I want to talk a little bit about, you know, how important recycling is, especially the electronics.
Sure.
And what you do.
Yeah, no, recycling, e-waste recycling specifically is very important. A lot of the material is hazardous. So like the old tube televisions could have up to 5 pounds of lead inside of them. And so the reason that's why it all came about, you know, the state saw that a lot of these TVs were ending up in the landfill, and then they just get tossed or dumped, and then the glass would break, and then the rainwater would come in, right, from the rains, and then it would just wash all of that lead into our groundwater. And so, you know, that's just televisions, but there's like in certain LCD TVs and LCD monitors, there's mercury inside them. So a lot of bad stuff that definitely we don't want going back into the environment. And on the other side of that, there's a lot of metals that could be, scrap from them. So there's gold, there's silver, there's copper. And we definitely want to make sure that we're recovering those golds, copper, and even plastic and stuff that could be reutilized and turned into new products. So,
you know, just everything that you literally just broke down in the last 45 seconds, I learned so much. Because I think all of us, many of us, don't realize the impact.
Yeah, definitely. And then we're a consumer society, right? So we're always buying new stuff for the latest iPhone and the latest laptop, and so all of that stuff is being produced. But yet, well, unfortunately, I just learned myself that Europe is actually kicking our butts when it comes to recycling e-waste. So they're up to about 45% of e-waste recycling, whereas the United States, we produced almost 7 billion tons of electronics.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hey, welcome to Central Valley Talk Live, the noon edition. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. And this is actually our view from outside our window here at Olive and Van Ness. And we're happy that you're with us. We're going to be live and local until just after 5 o'clock tonight with a bunch of guests, so stay with us. We are going to kick things off this hour with our first guest here during the lunch hour. This is Naomi, joining us live via Zoom. She is with Pay the Artist magazine. Hi there, Naomi. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. So I found you guys on Instagram. Now, you're based in Fresno, right?
Yes,
Okay.
we are based in Tower District.
You're also in Tower, so you're probably right near where we are.
Sort of, yeah. No, sort of in a way, yeah. So.
Well, tell us for our viewers that they've never heard of Pay the Artist magazine. What is it?
Okay, so we are a group of artists and writers locally, and we give a platform for any upcoming artists. So we are a magazine. We do a lot of once a month editions. We also have special editions, a mini, which is considered design. But it's our many Pay the Artist magazines. We are for and from the artists. A lot of times we do, we pay for the artists in ways of getting them their first business cards, of buys. We help them pay for prints. We even give them the bags for the print. So we are trying to be the Art Hop magazine, but we also do a lot of helping with the artists, giving them jobs, giving them opportunities, as well as getting their name known.
I love it. Now, when did this start?
It started last September. A few of us artists had quite a few bad experiences, unfortunately, in Fresno, where we were put in a job, we had a job, and then later on we were told we were not getting paid. So this kind of formed with us, like, okay, why don't we create something where we make sure we have all the power and we have the name and we can have a little bit of control, and also to ensure that other artists will not be burned as much as we have.
Tell me a little bit about the response since September when you guys first started?
Crazy amazing. I probably would, because I originally thought that the magazine would be have to like ask our grandmothers and aunts to buy the issues, and we were like, well, this is gonna start really slow. By the time the next month happened in October, it went just, we had so many responses. We had back orders upon back orders. I didn't know what technically a back order was until I explained it to our best friend of the magazine, and she was like, that's a back order, Naomi. And I was like, oh, we're experiencing that a lot. And thankfully the Fresno community is very understanding, but we had way more, and a lot of artists are so thirsty, I guess, for this opportunity that they just submit all the time. And we even have submissions from artists from San Francisco, LA, and recently we had London. So we are a world, I guess, magazine, but we try to operate in a local local perspective.
Yeah. So if you're even, talking about an artist in another location, that's fine. But you're, like you said, you're based in Tower. But of course, yeah, people here in Tower are excited to learn about other artists elsewhere. So tell me, what is, if you could think a year from now, where y'all want to be, where's that?
We would like to have more issues. Sometimes because of this last year, we've given our issues to local artists. And what we do is like every issue will be like, oh, we'll give you 5 issues, and all the money that you make from that magazine, you will get to keep. So what we would like to do is have our own table at Art Hop, create more of a solid team. Probably we will really like to have investors so we can have a location, have the gift shop for our local artists, and also give a lot back, because we do want to do more community organization and community outreach, because Fresno does need a sense of home, especially for artists in a way.
Tell me, are you yourself an artist?
Yes, I am.
Tell me a little bit about your experience with the art community here in the Central Valley, because for me, I've noticed a big change in a good way for the arts here. What are your thoughts?
I think after if I could say it, after the pandemic, it just like became so inclusion and supportive. I remember before the pandemic, the art hop community would be very like nice, but then they'll make sure that if they didn't like an artist, the artist wouldn't be included. I've experienced a lot of that type of sexism. But this one now, they're like, oh, you could join in. It's very like heartwarming and it's Fresno through and through, where they make sure they include everyone. I remember pre-pandemic, there was a houseless man in Tower, and he was trying to sell his artwork, and everyone was just kind of like, oh, I'll see. And now people are so supportive. They're like, hey, we should have a drive for local kids. We should give away like water to anyone who needs it. And I think a lot of new upcoming art vendors, especially Euphoria from Art Hop, she's probably one of the best and also one of the kindest heart, and and then also Root General or Root Always, and then other stores that are very like kind, I think really is making this new wave of artists feel more welcomed. And that's why the magazine is doing so well, because the community is like, well, I want to support. And a lot of times artists don't have to pay to be inside the magazine. Fresno, on the other hand, they're like, oh, I want to donate still. And I'm like, well, that's the point. But like a lot of times people will make sure. So that's why I think Fresno community is really gems. And I think compared to other places, we're very close knit, and if someone needs any help, we're always there to come through. And I remember some artist needed money for her cat's surgery, and everyone was like, oh, I'll share the GoFund, I'll donate money. And that kind of goes the same way with businesses. If someone found out a local art hub business needed help, they'll go and they'll help out. So I think the new leadership is definitely like the new upcoming like Sour Milk, a Root General, and then the Root Access right next to Sour Milk. I think they are making sure the new wave is more inclusion, kind-hearted, and also supportive of the arts through and through, not just like clout. Because before it was like, if you only have 1,000 subscribers, then you can maybe get into this art hop location, or oh, maybe if you're a big enough name, you could be in this hop location, but you have to make sure you have this and this, or your vendor fee. A lot of times the artist will be pigeonholed into where they have to pay to $30 to $50 per art hop. So you already lost some while you're going into the art hop day. So you're already $50 in the hole. You have to making sure that you get past that. And then now a lot of times vendor fees are no longer some. If the vendor does need help, they'll say like, I need help with like water, I need help with this, and then people will donate money of their own. But like before now, a lot of art hop vendors do not have it, and that actually helps a lot with the artists, because then they don't have to worry about things, or they have to give a guarantee that they're going to be there. And then it just makes their loyalty, and just like Euphoria, they have a really good system of being really kind and open, and you will just be surprised having a clean bathroom, water always provided, and always there for the artists, how much it will change the community in a way. So I think Fresno's art is a lot more kind than Sacramento and Oakland and LA, to where we are more supportive of each other, let alone the community as well.
Well, people can learn more, of course, on Instagram. And when will the next issue be out, and where can people get it?
We are, every art hop day, our new issues will come out. So you can order at Pay the Artist Magazine at Instagram, or on Twitter, Pay the Artist. We also have our first special edition issue that will be available at the Bus Bookshop in Fresno, California. So a special edition will be always available at that store. That's awesome. And we also have one of our graphic designer for the magazine. He has special editions of the magazine as well on their website.
Freaking awesome. Well, hey, you and your team are what makes Central California awesome. So keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Naomi.
Thank you.
I'm Austin Reed. This is Central Valley Talk, and we are celebrating California's Central Valley. Oh, maybe we could play the promo. Yeah. This is a cool new promo that we did here at Central Valley Talk. It's kind of our spring image campaign. So take a look at this, and we'll be back soon.
I got everything here I need. Central Valley.
All right, welcome back to Central Valley Talk. It's 1:13 on this Wednesday month.